Hello. Hello. This is so hard. I don't know if I want to be nice and include bloopers or what, but I'm not liking this experience at all. I feel like there's an easy I feel like there's an easier way to do this. I swear. With all the technology that's out there, I'm sure it's an easier way. Or maybe I'm not as tech savvy as I thought. Hmm. All right, let's get on with this. Hi, everybody. I am Shantae Brown Howard, just like the screen says. And today I want to inform you about the process of succeeding in higher education and how to obtain a college degree. Now, I am a college student myself, so these will only be things that actually happen in a college student's life. You know, when we see these motivational speakers, pamphlets, books, whatever, they write stuff from this stale, dry perspective, and they tell you things that you hear over and over, but I'm going to try to relate this to not only my experience, but what you're going through as well. Wouldn't that be something, having someone who actually understands what you're thinking? So let's get started. Who wants to learn how to be successful in college? I do. I do. All right. Have you? Okay. Start over. Answer some questions for me. And if these questions all are yes, and you're in college, you're on the right track. Right. So, have you ever wanted to make more money just by keeping your head in the books? Hmm? Wouldn't you enjoy the financial security of having a secure career that you actually love, that you actually want to go to, rather than a temporary clock punching 9 to 5? Any hands yet? Okay. What if you could afford a comfortable lifestyle, a nice home, and a family? What's even crazier is what if you could get all these things just by being in college? Crazy, isn't it? A college degree could be the answer to all of these questions, believe it or not. So, I will be informing you of how a college degree will help you and how to go about obtaining one with the right tools. First things first, be motivated. Motivation is very important when pushing yourself to complete college. We all know this. If you don't believe it, no one else will. Motivation affects the way we learn and our behavior. Motivation is the driving factor behind the type of goals that we will set for ourselves. It also determines how hard a person will strive to complete this goal. Push yourself to the limit. Do not push yourself to a mental breakdown. Let me be the first to tell you, but I want you to push yourself outside of your boundaries. Take yourself out your comfort zone because college is anything but, if we're being honest. Okay, so being motivated also increases the effort and energy that is put into something that you want to achieve. This is obvious. If you're motivated and if you set goals, you're looking forward to it. So, say this week I set a goal to complete all my work before Sunday. So I wanted to be proactive. If I'm setting small goals here and there, like post this discussion on Monday instead of Wednesday, and I achieve that, I want to keep on going so that come Saturday, I'm finished all my work and I'm not crying in front of my computer on Sunday at 11:59. See how that works? So when you're motivated, you're more likely to pay attention. When you're motivated, you're into something, you're liking it, you're loving it. And when you love something, you want to know more than what you're being told. You want to do research on your own. Go see if this actually works. Stuff like that. So motivated individuals try to understand things more. They try to process information differently than someone who is not motivated, which only makes sense. So overall, being motivated goes hand in hand with improved performance in a person and their outlook on certain things, or not all things. Secondly, next to motivation, you want to become goal oriented. Setting realistic goals, both short term and long term, will help you tremendously. Figuring out what you want to achieve and how you would do it, it may be hard and it may seem so not possible. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. Like everything else, doing it in steps and moderation will help you more than anything. Never pile yourself with so many things at one time that you're spreading yourself thin or you don't know where to start. You always want to start small and work your way up. This always works for me, so I'm only speaking from my experience. So I want you to figure out what you want to achieve and how you'll do it. When mapping out and setting goals, you can select the best methods that work for you. You always want to cater these things to yourself. If you know you need constant sticky notes or constant reminders to achieve a goal, go for it because guess what? That's going to help you achieve that goal. So you can always go back and adjust and change your goals as needed. So right here, what I have something called for you is SMART. It's a SMART analysis. It's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic and timely. These are all things that you want your goal to be. Make your goal specific. If you want to do something this week, say, I want to go get my car cleaned. That's specific. Measurable. Measure this goal. Can it be done? Achievable. Can you achieve this goal? Sure, if I make it to the car wash, it can be done. Realistic. Is it realistic? You're not reaching at all. You just want your car washed. Therefore, you can go to a car wash and get it washed. And timely. How long will it take you to complete this goal? If you're somebody that's on your stuff, a day. As soon as it popped up in your head, you want to complete it. If you're not and you're a procrastinator, Maybe it'll take you to the end of the week. But my point is knowing yourself and knowing how you are will work like that. You should also prioritize your goals by importance and time limits. So some goals may take a few months to achieve, while you can easily cross them off your list. And then some goals may be more complex and more time consuming. It could take a year to accomplish. So let me give you a short term goal of mine. My short term goal right now is to pass my economics class with at least a B. That's short term because this term has been 8 weeks, which I would consider short term. Passing it, this class will be something that's going to happen within the month or next immediately. Long term would be getting good grades in order to achieve my degree because I'm not just stopping at an 8 weeks class. These are continuous classes that I have to get good grades in order to get my degree. So how I can cross getting a B in economics off my list within 2 to 3 weeks, whereas I have to cross off graduating off my list within a year and a half. So that's what I mean by short term and long term. And being able to identify these goals and put them into different categories will always help. Organization is everything, okay? Lastly, you're in college. You're paying for it. You're getting up 6 a.m. and you're staying till 8 at night. Please, 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 please choose a major that you love. I don't want you to choose a major that you like, one that pays you good, one you seen on TV, something that you always wanted. Listen, I want you to choose a major that you adore. Now, I'll give you a quick story. When I started as a freshman, I wanted to be a psychology major. I didn't want anything else. I wanted to know what you were thinking, why you were thinking it, all of it. And my first year was fun. Um, One-on-one classes are always fun. Just get that out the way. But most importantly, when I got to my sophomore year, I realized that I did not like psychology. At this point, I did not care what you were thinking. I didn't want you sitting on my couch. I was looking at my watch during my psych classes, wanting to know when I could leave. That's how I knew that I was in the wrong major, because the moment I stopped liking it, I recognized it in myself. Now, I'm a communications major, and I mean, I love it. I'm I'm on jobs searching for positions and opportunities that I want when I get out of college, and I'm bookmarking them like, okay, I like that. I need to focus in that. I need to concentrate in that. I love this. I love that it's so broad and it's so general and you can go into anything and do anything. I live and breathe communication. So it is easy for me to do a class. It's easy for me to do my work because I know that I'm working towards something that I love. It is important to choose a major you love because you have a better chance succeeding in it, which is kind of obvious. Um, you can choose accounting, art history, sports management, deaf education, whatever it is. There is a program for it. There's a school for it, and who doesn't want to wake up and do something that they love every morning? You'll forget you're at work. You're in your zone. You're having fun. It's what life is supposed to be like, okay? That's how I want my adulting life to be, doing something that I love. Now, if you like a college major, you're more likely to devote more time to excelling in this class. So, like, I love communications. All my communication classes, I had A's, nothing less. I want to be the best of the best. And to be that, I have to do the best. Now, while this may not be the case for everyone, when you're doing something that you love, you're more excited about it and you're more passionate about it. So if you can hear the passion in my voice, if you can hear how I love what I'm doing, I can only imagine how it'll be for somebody else who really loves what they're doing. And in addition, something that was once a big deal, such as certain classes, labs, essays, quizzes, these things will oddly become more enjoyable because you love it. And it's a bonus that you're getting new information. Like, I love my classes. I love learning new stuff, and that I get to educate myself so I can in return educate someone else. Not even a classmate, just a friend, a family member that I'm passing by and tell them something new that I learned. That's essentially what I enjoy the most about college. So, while people believe college is hard, I believe that it's a place for individuals to grow and realize their full potential. When you come to your college as a freshman, you're wide-eyed and you're unsure. You have a million different lifestyles to choose from. You have a million different paths you can choose. You make new friends, you lose friends, you find the love of your life or you don't, or whatever the case may be. When you come to college, it is a brand new world, and essentially it's a stepping stone to your adulthood. It really fosters who you're going to be in your later years. Now, including the 3 points I mentioned, there are many ways to hack a college degree and make it the best experience tailored just for you. Remember, this is your experience, your work, your grades. This needs to be about you. Make everything about you. Tailor your goals toward you. Motivate yourself, stuff like that. Always bring it back to you. But as long as you set goals, you stay motivated, and you choose something that you really love, you really love, you'll only do the best and be the best. So, in closing, I hope that I've shared with you some very good tips. I hope that something I said to you, something I taught you, will really help you be successful. In closing, I love to say good luck to everyone, and I hope that you're going to be successful in college. I hope that you love your experience, and I hope that it's something that you really enjoy.